Now, I think gyms are a net positive for society. I think it's better to have gyms than to not have gyms. But what I've noticed is there's a lot of people that are just filly diddly daddling around, doing whatever, and they're on their phones a lot, or even when they're on their phones, they're not even just on their phones, they're on their phone talking to somebody, or they're just out and about trying to get attention. And I cannot tell you how many times I've seen women in short shorts and a sports bra walk through the gym, the whole weight room, just to go to the treadmill or whatever, go there for 15 minutes and then leave, hoping and making sure that all of the men that are around are seeing her as she walks out. And then you see the men, that are overly grunting and trying to make themselves look like this boss, man. I'm a boss and I'm a beast. And that's fine. Like me, no, I'm not like that at all. I just go in there, I do what I do, and I stay silent, I stay focused, I stay resilient, and I have the fortitude and endurance to do so. I don't feel the need or compelling feeling to talk to anybody. I don't feel like I need to communicate with these people because more often than not, they're there for a purpose just as much as I am, but their purpose is sometimes different. Sometimes people just go to the gym to just, hook up or to look good or to get attention or whatever the case is. But then you have people like myself and probably you watching this video where you understand completely that you're there to accomplish goals and then you're going to be focused on recovery afterward. And something that I've really noticed recently is that recovery is so much more important than just the actual workout itself. If you don't know how to recover, you're not going to build your body up the certain way that you need to in order to do what you want to be doing with your body. Now, me myself, I'm not a guy that wants to be big. Okay, I don't want to be huge, but I want to be fit, resilient, and I want to be a hybrid in between being physically strong and capable and have the strength for just my body type. And I can do that a lot with calisthenics as well, weighted calisthenics. But then I also want to be able to run long distance or do a bunch of different kinds of high intensity workouts for a long time. And so I'll incorporate both running and lifting weights into my regimen. But what I see too often are these people that are just talking to talk at the gym. It's just kind of annoying, but the reason that I want to talk about it is because it's not just for me to say how annoying it is. It's like, are you there to work out or not? And I've even thought about starting a gym myself in like 5 to 10 years to get the equipment and such, because I've thought about it. I don't know if that's necessarily what my long-term goals are necessarily, but I've thought about it because I love gyms, man. I really do. I love being around people that take it seriously. And I love being around people that have definitely worked for their bodies and just really have the discipline to go along with it. And they understand that every single day is a battle. Just sometimes even getting out of bed is a battle for some people. And that's okay if that's where you're at. But that's exactly the kind of mindset that you need, is like, this is a war. Everybody and everything in this life is in competition with you or is trying to get something from you. And it's your job as a biological organism to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And it's your duty, your sacred duty to God, to ensure that you are being exactly who you need to be for Him and His will. And that means that you need to be strong, you need to be capable, and you need to be resilient. And one of the best things about working out is being around those kinds of people that take it sincerely. People are going to be there to do certain things, but oftentimes the purpose for other people being there and for people like me and you, likely if you're still watching this video, the purpose here is for us to really get better. And I don't like going to like playgrounds or whatever, or to do calisthenics and whatnot. Like, I don't mind it. And I love going out on runs. Like, I love being outside going on runs and such. But there's something about the gym and like having, that bench press, that deadlift, that squat rack. There's something about those kinds of exercises that just make you feel more alive in a sense. Like, there's something vigorous about it, and there's something like you're undertaking something that is more than just your daily life. This is something that you're gonna have to exert force into doing. And me being somebody that was once a martial artist, and still, even though I still know how to hurt somebody if I really want to, I don't really consider myself a martial artist anymore, because I don't really consider myself anything, actually. I don't really like labels necessarily, but what I do like is, because people will ask you, are you training for something? What do you do? It's like, well, I go until it hurts. Well, wait, what do you mean? Are you a runner? Are you a power lifter? What are you? No, my regimen is go until it hurts. And that's worked out well for me, and I'm going to continue to do that. Because I'm training to be a godlike savage. I'm not training to be in the Olympia or anything like that, because one thing that I love about the gym that I go to is, even though there are people that just talk too damn much, there are a lot of other people that take this stuff seriously, and there's the best athletes in the state. Some of them go to this place that I go to. And so it's really nice and cool to be around people like that, because you know that they're taking it seriously just as much as you. And there are other gyms that I could go to here in town, but I mean, this one's definitely the best as far as the lesser of all the evils. I really don't like to choose the lesser of evils if I don't have to. But considering that I like the certain kinds of equipment at this gym, and I really like the equipment that is all available, like it's almost always available, because there's so much space. There's so many different ways to do, and so many different things to do. And I'm usually in the back of the gym, and or in the weight room. That's really the two places that I'm at the most. And I love that, because there's not always a lot of people in the back room, and you can still do a lot of different cool things. And so I just like the versatility, I suppose, is a good word for it. I like the versatile likeness of the whole place. And so there are some good qualities and such, but then you have the people that are just trying to just yap and yap and yap. I was doing sprints the other day, and there were like 4 people that just walked in front of me as I was sprinting, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try to hurt you, but if you get in my way, I might just run you over. Okay, don't be surprised if I run you over. If you see me doing sprints and I'm in my own lane, you're getting into my lane. I'm staying in my lane. You're getting into my lane. Don't be surprised if I run you the fuck over. Okay, because we don't stop for anybody around here. This is I'm all about being considerate and cordial and professional, but I'm not about being tolerant. Okay, there are too many people that think being tolerant is okay. It's like, no, it's okay to place boundaries. It's okay to place boundaries. And it's okay to be who you are. It's okay to be what you want to be. It's okay to go make your dreams a reality. And if people are going to try to get in the way of that, screw them. They may not even understand, because they're so focused on their own life. Like, life is very complex. Everybody else has different kinds of understandings of their own reality. But what makes you different as somebody that's actually noticing these things and somebody that actually takes life sincerely and disciplines sincerely, you're aware that there are other people in the world, but you're focused on yourself. You're aware of everybody and everything happening, but you're not necessarily drawn to it all the time. You're not trying to get anything from anybody. And because you're not trying to get anything from anybody, you're just focused on yourself, and you have a lot to give. You're not just giving to the gym and to your dedication and such. You're giving just by your presence and being a force to be reckoned with and being strong, capable. You're giving people inspiration, whether you know it or not. And that's something to be, I think, proud of. I don't think you should be prideful of it, and I don't think that you should be like ego lifting or anything like that, because that kind of stuff does happen as well. But take pride in what you do and be proud of who you are and what you're making yourself into. But these people that just talk too much at the gym, they're just there to socialize. They're just there to be there. They don't know what it's like to be consistent. They don't know what it's like to be dedicated. They're just there to have it be part of their lifestyle. And the gym is a part of my lifestyle. Working out is a part of my lifestyle. But it's not about just doing things to do things. It's about everything that I do has a purpose and is purposeful. And if I'm going to the gym, I'm doing it because I want to make sure my body will be as healthy as possible for as long as possible. Because I know that there's no way out of this life, but there's a way in. And that way in is to just fight it out. You just have to fight. You have to continue the fight. You've got to make sure that you're reorienting your life to ensure that victory and the course to victory is the exact path that you're on. This is a war. This is a battle. And anybody that tells you different is lying to you or trying to sell you a dream. And I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that that's something that a lot of people just, they want to believe the dreams and they want to be sold the dream because they don't want to face the reality. And these kinds of people that just go to the gym just to talk and chill out and hang out, bro. Meanwhile, they're eating Doritos and stuff after. It's like I literally heard somebody talk about that the other day at the gym. It's like, oh yeah, I'm cutting back on my Doritos. Well, it's good that you're cutting back on your Doritos. I don't know. Like, is eating healthy just... It's weird when you say like, oh yeah, I'm eating, meats, veggies, beans, rice, just a little bit of carbs, nothing crazy. All of a sudden, you're like on a diet. like, but it's just food. It's just whole foods. It's just good, solid, good food. And I don't know. It's just funny how people will think like, oh, are you on a diet? It's like, no, I'm not on a diet. I'm just not eating crap. I haven't eaten out since June this year. And I have not drank caffeine for a few months now. So I'm at a point now to where I'm seeing the world a lot differently. And I'm just more grounded. I'm more calm. I'm more cool. I'm collected. And it feels good to be nice and sober and vigilant. And strong in the mind, body, and soul. And that's another thing maybe I can touch on for a second is I don't really trust people that are overweight that are talking about health anymore. I used to think like, oh, like anybody can really talk about this stuff. It's like, well, they could, yeah. But why would we want to listen to people who are preaching about something that they do not practice? And that's one thing that I am really proud of myself here on this channel is everything I preach, I practice. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. But I practice what I preach. And the people that know me in consultations or in the Regal Change Academy, they know this 100%. So with all that being said, if you do want to join the Regal Change Academy, where we have a godly community, and there's the free Discord available with some free resources, as well as the paid community, where we are going to have classes galore soon. That's the hope. We're going to have a lot of different kinds of classes available, talking about certain things and certain topics, things that I talk about, like attraction, meditation, war, battlegrounds, godlike savagery, semen retention, etc. All this kind of stuff we're going to be talking about. And we do have in the paid community a weekly Bible study, as well as a weekly group call. And if you want to join that, there are links in the description box below. Today is the day that we're going to be starting the first ever 72-hour fast of Regal Change. I'm really excited for it. The rules are really simple. The rules are just no food. You can have water, electrolyte drinks with 0 calories or salt water, etc., to keep your sodium levels good and to keep the electrolytes good as well. Other than that, it's just a clean fast. You know, you can have the water, like I said, but it's just going to be no food is the main goal here. And if you can't go the full 72 hours because of work or something, that's fine. Just go as far and long as you can. That's going to be the goal. And if you want more information about that, where we're actually going to have a specific call for that event in the Regal Change Academy. So if you're in the paid community, you're going to have access to that additional call this week. So if you want to join, now's the time. And I want to appreciate everybody that has been moving from YouTube over to X and Rumble recently. I appreciate your guys' support. And with all that being said, peace be with you all. Till next time.